If you don't have self-discipline, a whole lot of the things you do would automatically lead to failure because you don't have self-discipline. Without God, without the Holy Spirit, my dear, I will fall face flat. Permit me to use Pastor Jerry Eze as an example. Okay, this man comes on the altar of fire, NSPPD, every Monday to Friday from 7 a.m. And everything, the prayer, the testimonies, the communion, the closing ends about some minutes before 9. And then after that, he has other things to do. On Saturday, he has things to do. Sunday, he runs 4 services. 4 services. He he organizes conferences, different conference in different countries. He doesn't even have a life of his own. He's been sold out to God. So now tell me, and he's been doing this he started 2020. This is the 4th year he's been doing this. Do you know, it can never be by his power, by his might, never. And that's why I always say, through Christ who strengthens me, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Without God, without the Holy Spirit, my dear, I will fall face flat, face down like this. I won't be able to do a whole lot of things that I do. It is because God has taught him. The Holy Spirit has taught him how to be self-disciplined. If Pastor Jerry does not have self-discipline, if he's not a self-disciplined person, there is no way. Sometimes, I bet you, I know that even sometimes, maybe when he wakes up, he's tired and all of that, but when he, what motivates him, what makes him keep going on that prayer altar? God has been so faithful, helping him pull through. So this is a man that has self-discipline in so many. And he's worth emulating. It's not easy at all. It's not easy. But then, because he has God, it seems like it's easy for him. And I need you to know that if you're not self-disciplined, God cannot, a self-disciplined person God cannot make you operate on a higher level. If you're not self-disciplined, God cannot take you to a realm where, you will be operating on that, inner room level. He won't. Because he'll say, he's not self-disciplined. She's not self-disciplined, so why should I waste such resources? That is just talking religiously, because like I said, self-discipline is not just on one side, it encompasses different direction. So now, what does self-discipline do to us? What's the benefits? What is it that self-discipline does to us? What can we say we are benefiting, or we will benefit being a self-disciplined person? Self-discipline, if, for example, now, self-discipline helps you cultivate, it helps you cultivate resilience, like a lot of people have gone through a whole lot in life. I am not an exception. We have all gone through things. But then, for those that have self-discipline, you know that, if I don't get up and get going, I will be where I am. I will not make an impact. I will not move forward. So because of that self-discipline you have, you stand up, you shake everything off, all the negatives, shake them off and say, I am focused. I will be focused. I will move. All the setbacks, challenges, everything that you had faced, you put them behind you because you have self-discipline. And self-discipline has helped you to experience what resilience means, being resilient after you have gone through whatever you went through. Self-discipline will now help you to experience resilience, and then you'll be able to be committed to your goals. Am I making sense? Okay, so now we'll get to the benefits. What gain would you, what would you achieve if you have self-discipline? Okay, now what benefit can you derive from being self-disciplined? Self-discipline can boost your well-being and outcomes in different aspects of your life. Now we'll be talking about a few, maybe like 5 of, I don't want this video to be too long. We'll be talking like about 5 of, not limited, so much benefits you can, get from being self-disciplined, but I will be talking about just 5. So sit down, relax, and go nowhere. Ta-da! Okay, so what is the first on my list? The first on my list is goal achievements. Goal achievements, or you can say goal attainment. So whichever one suits you, fine. So what is this? How do you achieve your goals? Self-discipline will make you achieve your goals. It could be marital goals, financial goals, relationship goals, career goals, business goals, skill acquisition goals. It could be goals in different goals. But like I said earlier, do not over push it. Start gradually, especially when you are just trying to, to experience and nurture this self-discipline. So don't just push it, don't just overdo it, so you don't just collapse. It doesn't collapse. So just start from somewhere. When you know that you have been able to achieve this goal, you go to the next goal. So gradually. Then when you get to that point where you know that, oh, you can achieve 2 goals at the same time, 3 goals at the same time, then you can go all out. Yes, so please just take it easy. Take it easy. Queen Esther says so. Self-discipline will help you achieve goals that you even least expect. Like I've mentioned, those goals, it could be more, there are a whole lot of them. Self-discipline can help you achieve long-term goals than even short-term goals. Yes, we have long-term goals, we have short-term goals. But if you're self-disciplined, there are goals that you say, no, this is a long-term goal and I must achieve it because I have self-discipline. You get it? You get what I mean? The next on my list is self-discipline helps you improve your relationships. It could be platonic relationship, intimate, family relationship, cordial relationship, business relationship, professional relationship. It could be relationship of different, could be relationship in different areas. So this self-discipline helps you, it helps you keep and maintain a longer and stronger relationship. Long-term and strong relationship. I'm not saying that if you're not self-disciplined, you won't be able to keep a relationship. I'm just saying that if you have, let me say, majority of people that are self-disciplined are able to maintain and keep longer and stronger relationships. So the next on my list is happiness. Self-discipline makes you experience happiness. You find out that you are more happy when you are self-disciplined. Let me give you an example. For instance, at your workplace, you're given a task, a task, and you are, as a self-disciplined person, you start up with a task and you notice you're doing the task well, So as you're getting the tax ready, everything is just going well, you're doing it well. Instead of you going to sleep or going to the movies or you remember, oh, I have a tax that I need to complete and I have a deadline to submit that tax. As a self-disciplined person, you forgo that and focus on your tax. You do the tax, complete the tax. After the completion of that tax, you are happy. This happens to a whole lot of people. You are happy. That is number one. Then number two, you go to your boss or your HOD or whoever gave you that tax to submit. You submitted the tax. And your boss, gives you good feedback, positive feedback, like gives you a thumbs up, like you did well. This is an excellent report. What happens? Happiness. You become happier. That's the second part, right? Then now the third part. After that, maybe at meeting and all of that, or email on the WhatsApp platform, you get an appraiser for that tax you completed. What happens? You'll be like, the happiness cannot be contained. Like, you will just go overboard, like, do you know this is what self-discipline does to us? This is how it works. When you do the things you're supposed to do, achieve it, be focused so that you can achieve a better result. The end result makes you happy, especially if it's done well. So this is just a typical example of how self-discipline brings happiness into your life. Are we getting something here? Okay. And now, the next on my list is self-discipline helps you improve on your mental health. As a self-disciplined person, you will not even want to do anything that will just make your mental health, that will threaten your mental health. You don't even want anything like that. You just stay focused and keep away any distraction, anything that will make you not to stay focused, So it will just help you, build your confidence. Self-discipline, will help you build your confidence, will help you stay independent. That is what self-discipline, does in the aspect of mental health. You don't want to even do, just get yourself involved in anything that will make you sick or make you feel like you are not complete. You are not complete up here. Do you get? So self-discipline will just help you stay away from anything, any negativity, any negatives that will threaten your mind. That is what self-discipline will help you. And last on my list, I have said this before and I'll say it again. Self-discipline helps you experience resilience. It helps you bounce back when after the rough ride, after the rough road, the rough patches, the rough whatever. Self-discipline will help you experience resilience so that you pick up the pieces of your life and say, I must push, I must move forward. I am an example of that. I am an example of that. And I know a whole lot of you have gone through a lot. So what do you do? Let self-discipline help you experience being resilient after you have gone through what you went through.